I think the most important thing I've learned so far in this journey is just taking that time for myself, taking the time to actually reflect on everything that I've been through, whether that's good or bad, being able to see the beauty through the moments. How do you actually build yourself into that man or woman that can actually benefit society and be able to give back? And it takes us periods where Alex Hormozi says it best, which is like the lonely chapter, where essentially it's not like you're alone, but essentially you're going to take that time to develop yourself, work on your craft, work on your skills, and take the risks that ultimately are going to get you to exactly what you want and where you need to be. And with that, you actually can be happy. I see so many people are, you kind of just fake the funk, right? Like people act excited, they go drinking on the weekends, and then on Monday they're complaining about being in the same situation that they're still in. And it's pivotal to take that time for yourself. It's pivotal to actually reflect and be like, okay, like I'm no longer accepting my bare minimum, because you're going to develop yourself into a person that you're just genuinely proud of, someone that you're going to be able to look back on and be like, damn, like you really did it. And as I take the time to grow and to evolve, I start to look at myself and I'm just like, damn, like Chaz, like I'm so damn proud of you. Anytime that you're actually aspiring to do something, or you just are dreaming about doing something, you're putting the actions towards it, no matter how the world perceives it, no matter how people view it, like you're just your best foot forward. And with that is exactly what life is all about. This thing is just so short, and I think I've just came to such a point of growth where I just don't want to waste it. I'm being very calculated with my time and everything that I do, whether that's relationships, friendships, family, and my goals and aspirations. It's like my time is the most valuable asset that I have at this current stage, and with that, I can't waste that on any outliers, anything that doesn't align with that path and that trajectory. You just have to cut it out and be able to focus on what truly matters. Something I had to evaluate was that, like, when you're at your rock bottom, the people who truly love you, are they going to be there and still see you as something that's valuable, or will they leave you the moment they had the opportunity? It's very easy for people to attract themselves to you and even cling on to you when you're in this trajectory of success, right? Like, it's such a beautiful thing. People want to be a part of the success, but who wants to be a part of the failures? And the most beautiful element out of all of that is that those failures are the success. Like, every time that I failed, even through medical school, like I bombed some exams and I was like, dang, like how am I bombing an exam right now? That's where the hunger, the desire, and the passion started to come out, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to let this deter me from my goals. I'm not going to let this stop my trajectory of actually succeeding in medical school and being a great physician for my patients. And even bigger than physician, a future wherein I could be a good husband, a good father, a good physician for my community, and a good entrepreneur, and actually build developments for communities. And how do I do that? And it couldn't be aligned with anything in my past. As I started to resonate with that, my actions and my habits started to change, and essentially you kind of conform to that new identity of exactly who you want to be, and you start to attract like-minded individuals in that process as well. And I share this because it's so important to realize that if you do need to take that step back, or that leap back, or even just take that risk, whether you're leaving a relationship, friendships, or that job or that dream career that you've always wanted to, like, just take the leap. I remember when I had to go 1,600 miles away from my hometown, it was the most beautiful thing I have ever done, because I was able to just say, like, okay, well, I'm just going to quit my job and just take a risk, come out here for this accelerated master's program and go to medical school. Do I know is it going to work? No. But I'm going to do it anyway. And through that process, this little thought in the back of my head was like, yes, you can. And ultimately it became my reality. But you have to take that risk, and you have to take that leap, and just not care about what any person on this earth has to say about what you do and where you actually apply your time, or what actually is passionate to you. If anything, the ones who love you will see you as a king or queen, whether you were at the top or whether you're at the bottom. And I think that's the difference maker. You start to actually have relationships where people will see you as valuable, even when you can't see it yourself. As I realized, there's so much people who just they didn't have the best intentions for me, right? And that's okay. And then there was individuals who loved me even when I failed multiple times. And now they see everything come into fruition. They're like, well, of course, like, you were always supposed to be successful, Chaz. It's such a beautiful process, and I couldn't be more appreciative for them. And as well as being able to deliver the same quality back to them, and knowing that they are beautiful and accomplishing everything they put their minds to, has been such a rewarding process. So again, if you have to go through that lonely chapter, trust me, it's more beautiful on the other side. The uncomfortability only builds that person that you've always wanted to be.